business end of the Champions League. It is cutthroat now. A single error could spell the end of the road. This is where the stakes get higher for all those teams remaining. Knockout football from here. Within the lineups for this game. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Then Sagir. So what now? Looks to slip it through. Hits it! It's in! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Bellingham. Forward it goes. Vinicius Junior. Real Madrid yet to have a shot on target. Tellier with the ball through. That had everyone off their seats.
Well, I think the keeper knows all too well that there was no getting anywhere near that. That's a big escape.
Plays it out to the flank. Alaba. Valverde. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Valverde. Tries a through ball. Mbappe. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really well, but the supply line just had a bit of a blockage.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
I think there's always that danger that the defence can get exploited in that way. That must have served as a real wake-up call to them.
That has put a stop to that. Alex Grimaldo. Towering header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Oh, that's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Dinks one in. Bellingham. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, the manager's surely got to look for one or two creative changes now. They need some service up front.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're off again.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Chouameni. Valverde. Bellingham. Tapsoba all the way back, and they start again. Flecken gets it upfield. Rodrigo boots it upfield. Hits one! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
He's through. Chouameni. Aimed long and direct. Terrier. Needed a better pass there. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? He's not played the ball. That's a foul. Mbappe. Oh, great ball! And he's there to cut it out. Bellingham. Aim forward. Mbappe. Good idea, just poorly executed. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Rodrigo tries to get it forward quickly.
Real Madrid are not functioning with the cutting edge they need. We're seeing too much passing and not enough reward. It's time for more drive and certainly for more penetration.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And that's a throw-in. Fernandez. Now the pass. Terrier passes it through. And through to the goalkeeper. Valverde. Rodrigo. Valverde. Valverde. There is the final whistle. Real Madrid come away with a draw, and they were well worth it. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there were times when they looked like winning it and times when they looked like losing it, so they'll be reasonably happy to end up with what they've got.
It is the opening fixture of the business end of the Champions League. It is cutthroat now. A After the winter break, the Champions League is back. Stand by for the drama of knockout football. This is where the stakes get higher for all those teams remaining. Knockout football from here. So it's away we go then. De Jong, Dani Olmo. Good idea, just poorly executed. Christensen. Koundé. There will be a throw-in. Doku. With the ball through. He has it out wide now. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And it's a goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Garcia did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Barcelona didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Pedri looks to slip it through. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Rafinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pedri plays it over to the other flank. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Savio tries a through ball. Haaland! Oh, brilliant! That is brilliant! He's got himself a peach of a goal! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Manchester City grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Araujo boots it upfield. Looks like a good ball through. Chance! Oh, he's broken through. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. Now the pass. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Savio. Araujo. Dani Olmo. Lobs it in gently. Can he find a finish now? Has a hit! That's a half-decent try.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better, and any other time it would have sneaked in.
Savio passes it through. There's the whistle for half-time. Do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona will be asked to reproduce something similar to that first-half performance after the restart. They've asserted an authority, and they really shouldn't complicate things from here. Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Savio tried to play it through.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
Dani Olmo. With the ball through. Goalkeeper's ball. Lewis. Tries a through ball. Rafinha. Pedri. Pedri is fouled. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Now the pass. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chipped through. He's done well to tidy up the situation. He's come loose. Doku. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Savio. Looks like a good ball through. Koundé looks to slip it through. Another piece of really good defending.
Barcelona may think they're going about this in the right way, but not if a series of passes is leading to no end product. They have to add the incision.
Doku set up one goal so far. Kovacic. Now the pass. Now it's Kovacic. What a save! Terrific reactions! It's a throw. Dani Olmo. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? It's a loose ball. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Dani Olmo with a delicate ball. De Jong. It's Lewandowski! He's done very well to get to that.
Much more than a...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Beaten at home, so they're going to have to win away. It is tough, but it is do or die. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona were forced into chasing the game following that early concession, and it left them vulnerable in several areas. And I think when you look back on this performance, the source of their troubles was just poor concentration.
once all the pleasantries are complete. And here we have Real Madrid against Bayer Leverkusen. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The instantly recognisable sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem, the perfect backdrop to this eagerly awaited night of European football. Real Madrid go for this lineup. Courtois keeps goal. Eder Militao, Alaba,
Alexander-Arnold,
Mendy, Valverde, Tchouaméni, Bellingham, Rodrigo,
Vinicius Junior,
Mbappe, tasked with leading the line. So it's away we go then. Real Madrid came away from the first leg with a decent draw, and that makes it a one-off tie. Winners go through. Mbappe finds himself offside.
Touch and go, aren't they supposed to get the benefit?
It's a loose ball. Valverde. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Hoffman. Schick with the ball through. Mendy with a definite foul there. Looks like a good ball through. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Loose ball, who's going to get that? Tries a through ball. Teller plays it out to the wing. Garcia passes it through. Bayer Leverkusen given another corner. Looks to slip it through. Flecken chooses to deal with it himself. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Valverde. 30 minutes gone. Aimed forward. Aimed long and direct. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. That's not going to make it. the pass.
Alex Grimaldo.
Is it in? He's got away with one there.
Yeah, and it's very good play to force the initial error there. That's what created the opening in the first place.
Hoffman.
With the ball through.
Bellingham.
Valverde. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Rodrigo.
Real Madrid get it back again. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Real Madrid clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
It's a long forward pass. Defence has got rid of that. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really well, but the supply line just had a bit of a blockage.
Garcia tries to get it forward quickly.
Mendy.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out.
Chouameni.
Vinicius Junior. Teller.
Eder Militao.
Cuts it out. Vinicius Junior. Schick. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good interception. Tries a through ball. Tried to play it through.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
Can he find a finish now? Hits one! Yes, it's there!
Unbelievable.
And that gives them an overall lead.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Real Madrid take the lead both in this match and on aggregate.
Bade.
The ball has crossed the line and it's a throw.
Mendy.
Mbappe passes it through. Can he finish? Mbappe is magnificent! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Real Madrid get themselves a two-goal cushion. Tapsoba. Alex Grimaldo pumps it upfield. Well read, he sorted that out. Who's going to make this theirs? Pass needed to be... Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Alex Grimaldo floats one over. Mbappe doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Valverde. Rodrigo. Bellingham. Looks like a good ball through. Oh, they are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! That has brought the house down. What a wonderful hit.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Schick. Chouameni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all. I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
The final whistle. They've done what they needed to do. First leg parity became second leg advantage, and they are through. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Real Madrid have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive, the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
The warmest of welcomes to you. we await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And our live game is Manchester City against Barcelona. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
The instantly recognisable sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem, the perfect backdrop to this eagerly awaited night of European football. That's got things underway. Barcelona were so disappointed to lose in front of their own fans in the first leg, and it'll take quite something to overturn this. Stranger things have happened, but this is a big call. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Play for a throw. Now it's Rafinha. Kovacic. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be outmuscled. Lewandowski has a go! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Oh, that always looked the likely outcome.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Barcelona take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Keeper's got good distance on that. Doku looking to get on the end of this. He's dealt with that well. That's not going to make it. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Pedri. Savio brings the ball forward, looking to shoot. It's a loose ball. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Can he find a finish now? Dani Olmo gets good distance on it. Belts one. Brilliant from Rafinha. We're back where we started. It's level on aggregate. Barcelona close the gap on aggregate. It's game on again.
Doku.
Passes it through. It's a throw in. Not a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. Chipped through. Now it's Rafinha. And he's on his way! And more, and more, and more! And that gives them an overall lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Rodri. Doku. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rafinha. Balda. Pedri. Plays a clever pass. He's off on a marauding run. Vardiol. Forward it goes. Good ball. Dani Olmo. And we hit half-time.
It's looking very much like game, set and match. A half of ruthless endeavour with a thirst for more. And just in case you think this is bias on my part, it isn't. This is fact.
Barcelona 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. Rafinha could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
Looks like a good ball through. Another chance! Goal! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Pedri. Dani Olmo. Yamal looks to slip it through. Doku. Decent progress down the left. Tries to dink it in. And he's there to cut it out. Now the pass. Haaland. Pedri can hoist it clear. Massive leap! It's in! And that puts them back in front on aggregate. However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a nail the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Barcelona concede a potentially crucial goal. They are still in the lead, but their situation is precarious. Dani Olmo. With the ball through. Yamal tries a through ball. Now it's Lewandowski. Shoots! Brilliant from Rafinha! They have edged ahead overall. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Barcelona could disappear out of sight here. Lewis goes long and forward. Rafinha. And he's made certain that won't get through. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed. An easy read for the defence.
The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Now it's Haaland. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Away from immediate danger. Vardiol. Now the pass. Clears it out of harm's way. Good clearance and very necessary. Well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona are through. An excellent second leg performance to turn round the deficit. On they go. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona were given a fantastic boost with their early goal, and the edge it gave them, and that
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And our live game is Bayern Munich against Barcelona. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The instantly recognisable sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem, the perfect backdrop to this eagerly awaited night of European football. Bayern Munich go for this lineup. Neuer keeps goal. Upamecano, Ito, Stanisic, Davis, Lima, Kimmich, Musiala, Olise, Diaz, Kane tasked with leading the line. So it's down to business here. Ito. Now it's Kane. Rafinha. Looks to slip it through. This could fall anywhere. Decent enough try.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better. Any other time it would have sneaked in. It's been such a positive start. I think the next step has to involve tucking one away.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Tries a through ball. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Lima. And it's Kane. Now the pass. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Aimed long and direct. Diaz has a go! Saved only by poor finishing.
Well, that's understandable because they haven't found it easy against this defence. And shooting from that sort of range, it's not the answer.
Oh, good interception. Lima battles to win it back. Mulder. Rashford plays it out to the wing. Olise. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. So it is still 0-0. Rashford. Yamal pumps it upfield. Kimmich. Lewandowski tries to stroke it through. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. Davis tries a long pass towards the front. Rashford. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. He's gone for it! Goal! Barcelona! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Lewandowski is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Barcelona take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Who's going to make this theirs? Musiala. Kane. Oh, he's broken through. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. I needed a better pass there. Spoon forward. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Barcelona, happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Barcelona carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Passes it through. Now it's Lewandowski. A chance! Musiala. Lima. Looks like a good ball through. Can he find a finish now? Bayern Munich get it back again. That's not going to make it.
Stanisic.
Looks to slip it through. Looking to shoot. He has done it!
Unbelievable. Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
It's almost a case of sacrificing some of the power in favour of getting the technique right, and technically that volley was as good as it comes. That's not an easy skill, we know that by now. That's fantastic.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Pedri. Diaz passes it through. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Rafinha. Lima. Rafinha. With the ball through. Good defending, he knew he had to stop it right there. Tries a through ball. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Yamal. Pedri. Good idea, just poorly executed. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Now the pass. Has a hit! Lever tries to get it forward quickly. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Rafinha. Timely intervention. Spoon forward. Lima. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Passes it through. Musiala. Defence has got rid of that. Well read, he sorted that out. Rashford. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona can look forward to home advantage now, having avoided defeat in the first leg. It is theirs to take. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, a draw shows a level of industry from both sides here. On that alone, I think it's been quite an interesting encounter, actually.
So the two starting lineups. Got things underway. Barcelona are back home now after what could be a really important draw in the away leg. And so 90 minutes to find a winner. Plus, who knows, extra time and even penalties. Belts one. De Jong tries a long pass towards the front.
Lewandowski can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they...
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. Looks like a good ball through. Oh, good interception. Gavi needed to come up with a better ball.
I timed his run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
Lima. Gavi. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Pumps it forwards. Ball through needs to be good here. Lane plays it out to the flank. Not shell pass, that's the message there. That'll be a throw-in. Gavi tries lifting it over. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Olise. Pedri. Brings it forward. Yamal. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? That's put paid to a promising move. All the way back and they start again. Good challenge. He just stood firm. Kimmich passes it through, tried to play it through.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
And he's been judged offside. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Back to the keeper and try something new. Keeper's got good distance on that. Balde does well there. Alert. Looks to slip it through. That's been repelled, and he's there to make a great save.
Well, I can only add that.
And we hit half-time.
Well, we know away goals are vital in knockout football. It's proving to be the difference here.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Kimmich tries to get it forward quickly. Kunde with a definite foul there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Tries a through ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. And he's on his way! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
And it just goes to show you how effective those through balls can be. All it needed was a better execution.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Forward it goes. Now the pass. And the flag has stayed down. Jackson! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, he made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there.
There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really well, but the supply line just had a bit of a blockage.
Gavi. Ferran Torres. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Yamal. Pedri. Tries a through ball.
Barcelona are not functioning with the cutting edge they need. We're seeing too much passing and not enough reward. It's time for more drive and certainly for more penetration.
Chip through. It's a decent ball. Good defending. He knew he had to stop it right there. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Aimed long and direct. Kim gets into the right position to intercept. Guerrero boots it upfield. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Eric Garcia. Barcelona just have to run down the clock. Ferran Torres. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. The final whistle, and on to the semi-final. Another hurdle cleared. Next up, the penultimate step. Well, considering what happened in the first game, Jim, how do you think they've done here?
Well, separating these two was always going to be a tough call, and to come down to the away goal rule is proof of that. They just
So we're down to the last four in Europe's Premier Club competition. We are breathing rarefied air. This is almost as big as it gets. It is semi-final day, a time for the strong of will and character. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Gundogan, is one of the most accomplished midfielders out there. His ability to play balls all over the pitch with great accuracy makes him the perfect player to have in the middle of the park, not to mention the fact that he's superb when it comes to tiki-taka and that shorter version of passing. Whether you're playing for possession or on the counter, he always features.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And the keeper's in command.
Balda.
Osimhen. Galatasaray with another corner. Great leap! And that's caused a worry or two. He can pounce on that. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Well, it's certainly a very promising start so far, but they've come up against a really solid defence. They're going to need to find just a little more guile and craft.
Another throw-in. Now the pass. Aimed in towards the centre. He will be livid with himself. Gan takes aim with a cross. Aimed long and direct. Ihan. He's made certain that won't get through. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really well, but the supply line just had a bit of a blockage.
Rafinha passes it through. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Barcelona take the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Tries to dink it in. That's offside. Yes, it is. Rafinha. Looks like a good ball through. Nicely worked. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. Looks to slip it through. Pedri. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Araujo. Yamal. So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. And the whistle goes for half-time.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. Barcelona carry a 1-goal lead into the second half. Gavi. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. Koundé floats one over. Yamal, deftly done. Lewandowski. Rafinha! Osimhen. With the ball through. Balde gets into the right position to intercept. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Done very well to intervene. Gabriel with a delicate ball. Pedri. Koundé. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Gabriel. Tries a through ball. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Pedri. Osimhen. Osimhen! And in it goes. Galatasaray are back in business. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Galatasaray grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Osimhen. Jan passes it through. He's away! Osimhen is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gavi. Pedri with the ball through. It's a promising ball. Lewandowski has a go! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, it's ended all square, but with their home leg to come, there's little doubt which side this favours now. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining.
The second leg of this penultimate stage of the UEFA Champions League. Final is no exception. And so the distinctive sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem. So off we go then. Barcelona are back home now after what could be a really important draw in the away leg. And so 90 minutes to find a winner, plus who knows, extra time and even penalties. There's another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed, an easy read for the defence.
It's a throw. Yamal Singo gets into the right position to intercept. Now it's Rafinha. Has a swing at it! Goal! Barcelona! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Barcelona give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it? Beris with the ball through. Quarter of an hour played. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Now the pass. Tries a through ball. Saved only by poor finishing.
Well, he was right in front of goal, and he probably should have scored, to be fair.
Looks to thread it through. Ihan. Osimhen passes it through. Tries to dink it in. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Looking to shoot. Looks like a good ball through. Oh, good interception. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Pedri. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. Pedri looks to slip it through. Dani Olmo. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Gabriel. And he's kept it out. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. De Jong. Araujo. Looks like a good ball through. Lewandowski. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Beris. The semi-final reaches halfway.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Barcelona going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Gets into some space. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Shalai tries to swing it in. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Dani Olmo with the ball through. He's had a go! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, such a good ball to get him through. Showed real vision and awareness then in trying to pick him out.
Clearly not what he wanted to do. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Who's going to make this theirs? Rafinha looking to get on the end of this. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Great leap! Just off target.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better, and any other time it would have sneaked in.
There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on. Shalai passes it through. Rafinha plays a clever pass. And the flag has stayed down. Big chance! And he's there to make a great save.
Much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing.
Ihan.
De Jong was not to be moved.
Now it's Rafinha. Lang.
Now the pass. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Done very well to intervene. Goes long and forward. Gets his foot in there.
Ferran Torres. Rafinha.
Ferran Torres battles to win it back.
Shakir.
Deals with it effortlessly. Ihan cuts it out.
Lemina.
Knocks it towards the front. Almost nothing left on the clock here. They have 1 foot in the final. Tries a through ball. Chance! Has a pop! Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it?
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And Sonny! He's got away with one there. Barcelona just have to run down the clock. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They have made it, and they've deserved to make it. A fabulous cup run has gone all the way to the final day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, all I can add is that they did the necessary and deserved to make it through to the big one. There's always uncertain moments on occasions like this when nerves begin to play a part too, but they came through, and they're looking good for it.
Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome.
What a shame there's so much. The warmest of
never felt this free before.
The warmest of
Let me ask you a question. If I put
So what are we to expect in this final?
Look, we can only hope for a final that will be free-flowing and end-to-end and highly entertaining, but fear of defeat can often dominate emotions, so don't be surprised if it gets nervy and tense.
Coaxed out to the wing. Towering header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Liverpool had players queuing in the box in that situation, and they've still got nothing to show for it. What a complete and utter waste. Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
Balda. Eric Garcia.
Looks to slip it through.
Gakpo.
Mohamed Salah with the ball through. There it is! Could that be the start of something big? What a clean hit. No one gets in the way of that.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
Liverpool take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it, rather than even thinking about losing it.
Isak with a shot! They've done it! And they are disappearing out of sight. Jim, your thoughts?
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
The Reds take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
And out to safety. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Rafinha. Keeper's got good distance on that. Yamal plays it long. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, that longer ball, if played early enough, can catch a defence by surprise. Now, they got the offside decision there, but they should prepare themselves for more of the same.
De Jong. Rafinha. Now the pass. Tries a through ball. Lewandowski plays it out to the wing. Lewandowski has a go! Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Isak! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
It so nearly came off for him.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Gravenberg knocks it towards the front. Isak battling down that right flank. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Oh, he's broken through. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Well, there's the whistle. The first half of the final has flown by. Time in the final, Jim. How do you read it?
Well, I just hope they've got a plan B, because the second half is going to need an injection of a few new ideas. They've been lacklustre and sluggish in that first half, and it needs much more from the whole side. Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Referee's going to his pocket and shows him a straight red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Liverpool looking to pull clear here. Barcelona look as though they're about to make a change. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Gakpo! Who's ball? Who's going to get there?
Right place, right time. It was just as well the defender was on hand to mop it up.
Passes it through. He's made sure that that won't get through. Alisson gets it upfield. Koundé gets into the right position to intercept. Looks like a good ball through. Isak. Koundé battles to win it back. Can he finish? In he goes again. Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Oh, he made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there.
Wits was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal. So what now? Lobs it in gently.
I think the effort we can't fault, but the spatial awareness is clearly not a strong point.
Yes, it's there!
I just think he showed a lovely appreciation of where that defensive line formed, and he held his run until just the right moment, and he broke the offside trap, and he took full advantage. That's top marks for me.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Chip through. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Big relief, it just needed better contact. Gakpo. Isak can shoot here. He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort. That has brought the house down. What a wonderful hit.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display. What a player.
Liverpool will 2 up and into a position of real strength. De Jong. Now it's Lewandowski. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Gomez. Wits. Looks to slip it through. Big chance! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
Tries a through ball. Gakpo looking to get on the end of this. Time added on 4 minutes.
I heard what you said through the grapevine. Funny thing about your problems, they ain't mine. Staying up through the late night.
So what are we to expect in this final?
As with a lot of finals, caution plays a big part in the opening stages, but an early goal can blow all that away. So I hope that we can create an attacking contest here, which obviously we want for this showpiece.
He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Yeah, and that was all about the through ball. Great control, and the weight was perfect. Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed. An easy read for the defence.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Got a throw in. Dani Olmo tries a through ball, goes for goal! Goal! Barcelona! That could turn out to be a big, big goal. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, certainly the big occasion and a very big opening goal to boost everyone's confidence here.
Now the pass. Yamal looks to slip it through. Rafinha. Mohamed Salah with a good steal, well played. It's coming on the right now. What's on? Passes it through. Offside, I think. Yes, it is.
Ooh, that was marginal. I'd say very marginal.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. It's a long forward pass. Isak, he's away. Isak with a shot. Yes!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
That really was a thing of beauty. curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Liverpool grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Ball forward, what does he try from here? Out wide to the right. Vitz has a hit! Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah tries making a foray down the right. Too much on that, it's gone out. Looks like a good ball through. Wonderful quick feet. Koundé battles to win it back. Araujo, yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Away from immediate danger. Yamal. Isak. Gomez. Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. So, Jim, the halfway point of the final, what are you thinking?
I think both teams have played their part in what's been a pretty tight affair, and this is exactly the type of match now when the better players can come to the fore and make all the difference.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Well played, he saw that coming. Mohamed Salah with the ball through. Yamal, good challenge, he just stood firm. Tries a through ball. There it is! And the comeback is complete. Jim, your thoughts?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Now the pass. He's had a shot! And it's in the back of the net! Barcelona are back in business.
Alisson perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So all square and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Isak. Oh, the ball's come loose. Good save, really well read. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Up to meet it. He will be livid with himself.
Yeah, with him being under pressure from a couple of opponents, I thought he showed real determination to get some sort of attempt at goal, and we have to give him credit at least for that.
Koundé looks to slip it through. Oh, good interception. That's put paid to a promising move. Lewandowski. Van Dijk pops it towards the front. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Gakpo. Well read, he sorted that out. Dani Olmo. Konate gets it back. Rafinha. Looks to dink one in, and he's made certain that won't get through. Bradley pumps it upfield. Not a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. Isak. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
It's a pity he slightly mistimed his run. Maybe he wasn't expecting the ball to come his way as fast as it did.
Gakpo passes it through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Well, he simply failed to just put a little more oomph
Looks to
behind that.
thread it through. Barcelona get it back again. Looks like a good ball through. A chance! He's off on a marauding run. Oh, he's won it! And just as we were headed for extra time in Milan, that surely settles it.
And I think we must admire them for believing in themselves and the fact that they continue to show a determination to...
Barcelona are out. The date in their history, the pinnacle of their existence, the greatest honour European football has to bestow, winners of the Champions League. So onto centre stage come the central characters, the individuals who, as a team, Final gets underway.
As with a lot of finals, caution plays a big part in the opening stages, but an early goal can blow all that away. So I hope that we can create an attacking contest here, which obviously we want for this showpiece.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
I timed this run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Yamal. Now it's Pedri. Looks to slip it through. Shapes the shoots. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success. Well, this is how to grab a game by the scruff of its neck. Front foot football with real intent.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And it's Salah. Isak. He's away! De Jong pumps it upfield. Dinks one in. Well played, he saw that coming. Spoon forward. The referee's awarded a free kick. To the keeper and try something new. Balda. Isak.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And that's a throw-in. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. De Jong. Pedri. Rafinha. Plays a clever pass. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski with the ball through. Mohamed Salah. Now the pass. He's done well to tidy up the situation. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Dani Olmo needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Well, there's the whistle. The first half of the final has flown by. So we've had the first 45 minutes of the final, Jim. How's it looking for you?
Listen, in terms of the chances we've seen, they shouldn't be ahead, but luckily football doesn't always work like that. Having said that, they must address the fact that their opponents have had too much freedom. That can't go on.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Barcelona can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Mohamed Salah looking for options. Mohamed Salah has got himself a free kick. No question, that's a foul. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Isak passes it through. Ball through needs to be good here. Yamal. Isak. Here comes the corner. Koundé gets it away. Van Dijk gets it back. Mohamed Salah. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bradley concedes a free kick for that. Nicely controlled. Jakpo tries the route one option. Isak tries a through ball. Oh, good interception. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. He's off on a marauding run. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. That was travelling. Looks like a good ball through. Van Dijk battles to win it back. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Yeah, and that was all about the through ball. Great control, and the weight was perfect.
Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Yamal. Who's going to make this theirs? Rafinha. Konate does well to read it and intercepts. In comes the corner. Gets up to head it! Out to the left it goes. 90 minutes up, we're into stoppage time. Isak, done very well to intervene. All square after 90 minutes, there will be extra time.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. Well positioned to make that interception. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Gakpo, it's a brilliant interception. Massive leap! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, one moment there was a little bit of space, Peter, they could have worked with, but the next it was shut down, and it was shut down extremely well.
Isak. Bradley gets it back. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And that's it for the first half of extra time. And it is starting to feel as though there is an inevitability about penalties here. I'd like to think that both teams still want to win it in the final 15 minutes. The question is, can the players go that far? The whistle goes, we're off and running. The last 15 minutes, the closing stretch of a marathon final. Barcelona have a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. De Jong stands over the ball, he'll be looking to dink one in. Ekatike, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Now the pass. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Koundé. Yamal. Ekatike. Saved only by poor finishing. Tries a through ball. Garcia can hoist it clear. And that's it. Nothing between them. It is penalties.
Yeah, maybe most were not expecting this to go the distance, Peter, but they can't complain about the graft and energy on show. I think the scoreline wasn't from the want of trying, and now it's lottery time.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. Rafinha steps up to take the first one. And he's found the net.
Oh, that was a great strike. He just gave the keeper absolutely no chance.
Chiesa is next up. Oh, he cannot score. Barcelona with this chance to pull two clear. He's missed it, and the keeper was out of the picture. Ekatike is second man up. It's there, keeper rooted to the spot.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Lewandowski will take the third penalty. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, that's great concentration from the keeper and a wonderful save.
Barcelona can go 2 ahead. It's in, too smart for the keeper. And he's put them 2 in front. He cannot afford to miss. That's it. It is done. Barcelona collect the greatest prize in club football. Theirs is this famous trophy. They are champions of Europe. So on to centre stage come the central characters, the individuals who, as a team, blended into champions, and this is their moment.